The ASUS Zephyrus G14 is the computer that I've been most excited about since the Ryzen 9 series of processors was announced. So, what comes in the box and is it any good? Let's find out. Oh, that's heavier than a small laptop should be. What's up, everyone? I'm the Everyday Dad, and if I can figure it out, you can figure it out. So enough talk. I'm very excited about this. I do really like Windows laptops, but Intel is kind of boring right now. So Ryzen's kind of where all of the excitement is at. And we already checked out the ASUS G14, about a month ago. And it was pretty good, but it was really big. And I like smaller laptops, so the G14 promises to be a small laptop that, also is very powerful. So I'm super excited, but let's see what we've got. We do have it's in Moonlight White. The 5900HS, not the HX. 16 gigabytes of RAM, 1 terabyte solid state drive. And I bought this off of the Best Buy website for about $1,500, I think, which also makes it, that's expensive, but it's a pretty good value for an RTX 3000 graphics card and the cutting edge AMD processor. So let's see what's in here. Ready? I do like this box. I like this box way better than the G17. Ooh, there's the laptop. That is way smaller than I guess I thought it would be. I missed out on the G4 last year, which was kind of frustrating to me because it seemed like a very good laptop. And, when it came out this year, I just had to get it. So in the box, Republic of Gamers. Republic of Gamers, of Gamers. Join the... Okay, well, that's kind of weird. Okay, so in the box, we got the laptop. We got whatever's in here. There's probably some documentation. Oh, okay. G-Series Gaming Notebook PC. Leave a review, get rewarded. I do like being rewarded. I also like congratulations. I also like being congratulated on my purchase. So thank you. Safety precautions in search of incredible warranty card. Nobody cares about that stuff. What do we have in here? We have the power cable. Nothing below that. And, okay, the power brick. So that's everything. And much like the G17, I kind of feel like, there's not very much stuff in this box, but this box is awfully big, and it takes up a lot of space. I'm kind of getting on team eco-friendly, so maybe we don't need as big of a box to, have the small amount of things we have. We have this power brick, which is way smaller than the G17 power brick. Looks like it's a 180-watt option. 3-prong cable here. Now, gaming laptops, I do prefer being charged with their own power brick because there's only so much power that you can send via USB-C or Thunderbolt 3. So, like the XPS 17 from last year, there were reports that if you got the big graphics card and the big processor, when in use, like video editing or stuff like that, you would have problems where you weren't getting enough power to the laptop, so the battery would drain while you were just using it normally. So if we're going to have a beefy processor and we're going to have a beefy graphics card, I do prefer having a traditional power brick instead of trying to make everything super small with USB-C. And there we go. Power brick done. So let's get to the star of the show, the laptop. I love this Moonlight White. I love how that looks. Republic of Gamers, established 2006. Here we go. Well, I thought we would pull down like that, but I guess that is not how we're going to do this today. Here we go. All right, we do sides, then... Okay, sides, and then... That is not how I envisioned that going at all. But this feels so good. And this is a 14-inch laptop. The G4 is a 14-inch laptop. But dang, that feels fantastic. The top feels great. The build quality, I don't like this. This right here, this Republic of Gamers established 2006, I really wish that was not here. Because that just breaks the nice matte white finish of the top and just this glossy. That's kind of tacky. ASUS, take that off. The next one, take it off. How's the bottom? This is all metal. Like, this is not plastic. The top is some kind of polycarbonate or plastic. The bottom is metal, which is sweet. Ooh, also the screws on the bottom are Phillips head. They're not some kind of like proprietary screw, which I'm a very big fan of. What do we have here? We have power, HDMI, USB-C headphones, and we have USB-C and 2 USB-A. This is such a small laptop, and it's got all of these ports. It looks like it also has a very beefy cooling system. Here looks like the intakes. Is there a fan here? Here's the out right here. Man, this is so... I just like holding it. You may have noticed we haven't opened it yet because I'm so impressed with how this feels to hold. I'm very excited about this laptop. Boom. All right, the excitement is dampened a little bit on the body here. I'm not a big fan of how this body looks. There's not very much flex. There's some flex to it right there. Can you see Can you see that? There's some flex there, but down here feels fine. I like how it's ergonomic a little bit. So as you open up the monitor, it lifts it up and gives it a little bit of an angle. Kind of like how the MacBook Air is angled. It's got a full HD 144 hertz refresh rate. It's got the dorky stickers. Thank goodness we got the dorky stickers. They're not even aligned correctly. How like, if you're gonna have dorky stickers on here, at least put them in line properly. Can you see that? That's I'm gonna give you some QC dings on that one. Keys. Ooh, the keys feel pretty good actually. If you remember, the G14 had phenomenal keys. Probably the best keys that I've ever felt on a gaming laptop. Got the little inverted T, shift, enter. Got all the stuff. We do not have... Are these the speakers right here? That's not going to be good. Maybe these are speakers on the side. We'll find out. We'll crack this open in a second. So if we got that for speakers, the screen has some flex to it. Overall, though, I mean, it looks pretty good for a 14-inch gaming laptop. I'm very impressed with how this looks. Ryzen 9 5000. Let's crack this open and see what kind of upgrading we can do to this. Now, there's a lot more screws here than I normally see, but let's see. Let's open it up. And hopefully it continues along the line of the G17 being incredibly easy to open. Because what I would like to see, the reason I didn't end up using the G17 as much, one, if you saw the videos, you heard my problems with the VR setup that I'd like to use, so it didn't get used for that. And it was so big, if it wasn't going to be used as like my mobile VR system, then what was the point, right? It's just too, like, if I'm going to be at the house, I'll just use my desktop. But what I like about this is it's small enough, and it should still be very powerful to be a mobile gaming, potentially even video editing rig, because it does have a 1 terabyte solid state drive standard. Look, if you're a brand, if you're a company that makes laptops, please just use Phillips head screws in the bottom. Don't use proprietary crap, and don't use stuff that you might not have around the house. Because if you're buying a Windows laptop, one of the best parts, like one of the main reasons to get the laptop is to upgrade it yourself later. Like you saw, this thing has 16 gigabytes of RAM, which, you know, is not very much. So I can always buy more, hopefully. We don't know. I don't know yet if you can upgrade. I try not to do too much research onto a laptop until I can put it through my paces and give my honest impressions without being influenced by somebody else. So I don't actually know what we can upgrade in here yet, but hopefully it's a lot. All right, looks like we got everything. Let's crack this puppy open. Okay, well that was a pain in the butt to get open, but there we go. We did succeed. No laptop has yet defeated me, but there was some kind of plastic thing that we definitely broke. Opening it up so you can see the bottom. Big old copper plate right there. Got the intakes. This is just a really nice piece of metal. Okay, inside here, we've got, wow, this is beautiful. I love opening up laptops because it's just, all of this stuff is so gorgeous inside of it. Okay, so we've got the RAM. There's just one stick? There can't just be one stick of RAM in here. Here's the cooling system. So we do have a traditional heat pipe cooling system. We don't have a vapor chamber in here. One stick of RAM. What is this? Okay, there's the solid state drive. So it does look like we can upgrade the solid state drive, but it's just the one. So we figured it out. So there's 8 gigabytes of memory soldered onto the board itself, and then you can replace one stick. So the G14, kind of a weird way for a laptop to go, but at least you can do some upgrading yourself. So you could put a 32 gigabyte stick in here, giving you 40 gigabytes of RAM, which it's not going to do as well dual channel wise as it would if you had the two sets of identical RAM together, but you can do some upgrading yourself, which is pretty nice. And then we'll have to see like how all of this performs when we do, maybe we'll do an upgrade video on this here in the future. So if you'd like to see an upgrade video on the G14, leave me a comment below and we'll get to that. All right, let's put this back on. Let's get everything back together so we can turn this thing on and see what it actually can do. Okay, so we've got the G14 all back and assembled, so let's go ahead and turn this baby on. Boom, let's see how everything looks when it is, in fact, powered up and ready to go. Oh, gotta plug it in. And man, I do much prefer the smaller power bricks. Like, don't get me wrong. Obviously, if you're gonna have a big honking gaming laptop, you need a big honking brick, but it's just so much nicer to have a small brick like this guy has. Okay, turn on, please. There we go. All right, you're plugged in. Turn on. On. G14, power on. Are you gonna You gonna turn on? I do not know why it is not turning on. So it looks like I can see that the battery's charging. I can see that it looks like it's supposed to be on. I can make that turn on and off by holding down the power button. Well, crap. We might have a dud on our hand. Okay, so what we did is we held down the power button for 60 seconds to discharge the battery, plugged it all in, turned it on again, and then now it's working. So, but that's very concerning to me that the laptop wouldn't turn on at first. So we'll keep an eye on this, and I'll let you know if this happens again. The G14, you know, any product you buy shouldn't have an issue like that. So I'm hoping it's just like an initial turn on hiccup, but we'll go from here. What's up, Cortana?
Hi there, I'm Cortana, and I'm here to help.
I'm gonna mute you, Cortana, I'm sorry. Just initial use of the laptop, I really like the keyboard. You can tell, I mean, one of the cool things about having a fast refresh rate monitor, you know, we do have 144 hertz here. As you can see, you're not going to be able to see this, unfortunately, because of the way that, you know, I'm shooting this video. I'm shooting it in 30 frames per second, so you won't be able to see the difference. But I can definitely see the difference, that it's nice and smooth right here. That's not a bad level for the fans to be. I mean, it does suck that the, we'll skip this. It does suck that the fans are on and we're not really doing anything. However, the noise is not bad. Like, the noise in the G17 bothered me. The noise here so far, it's not awful. So here's the thing, right? I really am excited about this laptop because this could be my new portable everything machine. This is the laptop that I've looked forward to most in the beginning of 2021. There's just so much cool stuff out there right now, especially with what Ryzen is doing. Fingerprint? Where's the fingerprint? Is this the fingerprint? Am I not seeing it says sensor, but I don't see a sensor. Am I crazy? Oh, okay, the power button is a sensor. It doesn't look like one, but that's pretty cool. Windows is finishing setting up, and I'm not, you know, I'm kind of digging this. It is disconcerting that the fans are on so high when we haven't done anything yet. You know, it's working out the kinks. What is going on here? Okay. It is pretty stable. I do, like I said when we initially checked it out, I do like the angle of how this is set up. One of the things that I don't like about laptops is when they have this jagged edge right here and I'm doing a lot of typing, it can hurt my wrist. Well, this has a rounded edge here on the side, and the way that the monitor goes back and lifts everything up, I bet this will be a very ergonomic computer to type on, which I'm an office worker. Typing is kind of like my jam. That's the thing that I do more than anything else. So I do not like the build quality of the top here. This does not feel good. This feels very cheap. Very cheap, and it's already got like a smudge on it, and this feels bad. I cannot lie to you folks. This is very plasticky. Doesn't feel good. The trackpad is alright, but oh, there we go. Mac OS Big Sur background. I am kind of a big fan of that. Maybe later. The keys feel fine. Like, the keys feel fine to type on, but they feel themselves just cheap. Which is kind of weird, because, like, this feels good. The bottom feels fine. This does not feel good. This is where we're going to spend all of our time. You'd imagine they would spend a little bit more money here. I mean, I get that we've got some obscene specs in this thing, and it's very small, so we're going to have to make some sacrifices somewhere, but this seems like a weird spot to make those sacrifices. The trackpad's awfully small, so let's see what we've got under the hood, and then we will give our initial impressions. NVIDIA software license agreement. Everything's a software license agreement anymore. Okay, so we do have the GeForce RTX 3060 laptop GPU. Hooray. Okay, Zephyrus G14, AMD Ryzen 5900HS. We do have the 16 gigabytes of installed physical memory, so 8 is hardwired to the laptop, and you can upgrade 8 yourself. Page space, and then let's make sure that we do have this PC, and then 933 gigabytes, so we do have a 1 terabyte solid state drive. So this does seem to be like a very attractive little package for a travel power machine. I'm cautiously optimistic. I really, really like how small this is. Everything feels good when it's closed. This right here is such an incredible package. I love that we've got all of the I/O that we've got. 2 USB-A, USB-C, HDMI, USB-C, power. I love that. That is a good amount of I/O to have on such a small computer. I do not like the build quality right here. This is probably the most disappointing thing physically for me. This is terrible. Like, this is straight up awful. I also am nervous about that powering on and off thing that we had a problem for earlier. So let's see. Let's just turn it off. Let's turn it back on and see if it'll still turn back on. Let's fingers crossed. I shouldn't be this nervous if the computer's going to turn on or not when we turn it off. Okay, it did turn back on. Whew. So that's something I'm going to keep an eye on. I'll let you all know when we do our update videos on if that was just a fluke at the beginning or if that is an issue going forward. So what would you all like to see? Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you would like to see out of the Zephyrus G14 with the Ryzen processor and the new RTX graphics card. I am so excited about this. I know I've said that a lot in this video. And if you like this video and you'd like to see how the bigger, badder cousin of this holds up with the Strix G17, I'll leave a video for that right here. So click, 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 click. Thanks for watching.